Hey everybody, how are you doing today? I wanted to make you a video today because we just found out some news last night. We just found out that we're not going to come back to school in person until at least January. And that's some pretty big news. So I thought maybe you guys would want to talk about it a little bit. So the first thing I want to know is, how do you feel about that? Take some time to think in your head. How do you feel about the fact that we're not going to come back to school until January? Some people might feel happy, some people might feel mad, you might feel sad or even scared, and there is no right or wrong feeling. However you feel about this, that is okay. Let's take a minute to think about, what are the good things about being home and doing our learning distance style? Hopefully, I really hope your home is a safe place. So that's something good. Hopefully, you feel safe and happy there. Maybe you have a pet, a cat or a dog or a guinea pig that usually has to hang out at home alone all day while everyone's at work and school. Maybe you can spend some more time with them. Or do you have a sibling in your house who you can work on having a better relationship with? Brothers and sisters sometimes fight and do their own things and kind of stay in their own spaces or their own rooms. This could be a really good time to find some things that you and your brothers or sisters like to do together. What about a project? Maybe you can redecorate your room or finally get around to cleaning your room if you don't usually do that. Maybe you can find something to do with someone else in your house, a project you can do together. That would help keep your time busy. And just like there are some good things about being home until January, there's some things that are not so good about it too. And it's important to pay attention to those. So, what are some things that are not so good about staying home? Well, unfortunately, for some people, home is not a happy place. I wish everyone's home was happy, but for some people, they would rather be at school than home. So we need to pay attention to that. They might really miss seeing their teachers and their friends. And then, even if home is a happy place, this can be hard for us because it's hard not to have a routine. It's hard to wake up and have a whole day and you're not really sure what to do with that time. And when we feel bored, that can be really frustrating. We might find ourselves doing things with that time that we really know we shouldn't be doing. Like, one thing we might do is watch too much TV, or if you have a phone or an iPad, you might spend too much time looking at those screens. And then, what if we're spending the wrong kinds of time on our screen? What if you have an app that you know you really shouldn't be on? Or what if you have social media and instead of just using it to talk to people you know in real life, you start to talk to people that you've never met before? Those can be some really dangerous things that happen when we have too much time on our hands. Or this is something one of our students told me in our Google Meet Wednesday. She said, I just snack all day long. I just keep going to the kitchen and getting food. We're lucky to have so much food in our houses that we can do that, but we know it's not really what's best for our body if we just kind of eat all day long. When we're at school, we eat breakfast, we eat lunch, we might have a snack, and so that's what our body's used to. Some other things that might be hard is your family is used to you being at school Monday through Friday from 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock. So they've either had to find a new person to watch you during the day, like a family member or a babysitter, or maybe one of your family members had to stop doing their job and stop working so they could stay home and help you do your learning. All of those changes can be really stressful, and it's okay to say that these things are really hard about being home right now. So now that we've talked about how we feel and what some of the good and some of the not so good things are, let's make a plan, because planning is how we get to the next step. How can we make this time as good as it can be? Well, hopefully you've already watched my video about taking care of our body and our brains. We need sleep, we need water, we need the right kinds of food, we need to move our bodies, we need to go outside and get fresh air. But besides that, don't forget that one of the biggest things that's going to keep you feeling stressed or not stressed is staying caught up with your schoolwork. I know it's hard to do it from home. It's hard for me to do my work without students here. But if your teacher is having to call you and your family and tell you that you're behind and getting bad grades, that's going to probably make you feel really stressed out. And we don't want that. So asking questions when you need help and getting your work done on time is going to keep you from having to worry about that. What about using this time to learn a new hobby or a skill? Do you have an instrument somewhere in your house that you can learn how to play? Have you always meant to watch videos and learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube? What can you learn during this time? You have some extra free time. Maybe we can make a plan to put it to good use. And then let's talk about the warning signs. What do we need to be watching out for with ourselves? You are going to be spending a lot of time maybe by yourself, and I want you to watch out for some of these things. Number one, maybe you're feeling irritated or annoyed by everyone. It just doesn't seem like anybody's doing anything right. That's something to watch out for. If you're not doing the things that you normally like to do, what if you usually love to go outside and play, but you've stopped doing that? That's something to be worried about. What if you're sleeping too much or not enough? So some examples of that, what if you're waking up in the morning and you're just going right back to sleep and you're really not awake very much to do things during the day? We should be worried about that. Or what if you're only sleeping for a few hours? You're staying up really late and you're getting up early and you just don't have enough sleep in your body. What if you're crying or having other feelings that we don't like more often? Maybe it's feeling angry. Maybe it's feeling scared. All of those things we need to watch out for. And number 5, the other 5th sign I want you to watch out for is if you stop talking to people in your life. Maybe you usually tell your family what's wrong, or maybe you have a friend that you talk to a lot. If you stop talking to them, that's a sign that you need to reach out and get some help. And then we're not just watching out for ourselves right now, but without teachers and principals and lunch ladies here at school to keep an eye on our classmates, we kind of need you guys to step up and be the eyes for us with your friends at school. We might need to know about something that you've seen on social media, or maybe your friends were talking about something that's happening with someone at school. And if you think that someone else who's not you here at school is hungry, or they've been hurt, or they're alone, or you're worried about them for any reason, please let us know so that we can help. You're kind of our little soldiers out there making sure that our family is safe. And then our last part of our plan, what do we do when things aren't going well? When we're worried about ourselves or we're worried about someone else, what should we do about it? You should always have a plan of who you talk to. Not everybody likes to talk to their parents. Not everybody likes to talk to their teachers. Not everybody likes to tell their friends when things are wrong. It doesn't matter who it is, but you should always have at least one person that you feel comfortable telling when something isn't right. Other people are here to make sure that we're safe. We're not meant to go through life alone. We're meant to have family and friends that help us get through it. So if you're worried about yourself or you're worried about someone else, please make sure you know who you would talk to. I miss you guys. I have a lot of feelings, just like you do, about the fact that I won't see you until January. Number 1, I want all of you to be happy and safe and healthy. But I miss you. I miss our routine. I miss seeing you at lunch. I miss seeing you in the hallways. I miss giving you gold coins for you telling me the golden rule that you are so good at. And I feel sad, and that's okay. I'm going to take care of myself, and I'm going to do my best to take care of you and all the other teachers here. And I cannot wait until I see you again. I hope that it won't be too long from now. But in the meantime, take care of yourself and make a plan. I miss you, I love you, and I'm here for you if you need me. All right, that's all I have for now. Bye, guys.